We've been talking now for a number of weeks of how it is that here at Holy Family we're preparing for our next ordination. Preparing for the ordination to the diaconate of our seminarian Stephen Rodriguez, and that will be in less than 4 weeks now, May the 20th. And so, this is the last time today that we get to hear Stephen preaching and breaking open the word for us before his diaconate ordination on May the 20th as Deacon Stephen. Please join me in welcoming Stephen Rodriguez.
Yikes. Okay. So, today I'm going to talk about times when we might ourselves be a little like Doubting Thomas. For me, just last night, I noticed myself feeling a little like Doubting Thomas. Usually when I prepare for these things, I type up a whole script and I try to memorize it. So last minute, Father Jamie last night told me, make out bullet points, don't go based off of the paper. So I'm like, So here we go, I've got the bullet points, so Doubting Thomas is not here today. So all right. So today we pick up from the story, we pick up from where they find the tomb empty. Jesus appears to his disciples, and imagine running into the people, your friends, your so-called friends, who just did you dirty, who denied you, who denied Jesus. Jesus had every right to be upset with these guys. And instead, what does he say to them? Peace. Peace be with you. I imagine if that was me, I'd tell these guys kick rocks, but I'm not Jesus. So, the main character from today's gospel is Doubting Thomas. You see, he wasn't with the 12 when Jesus appeared to them at first. He had his doubts, like anybody, so he tells them, unless he sees for himself and touches for himself, that he will not believe. Have you ever had a time when you struggled like Thomas? Have you ever felt abandoned by God? If you have, it's okay. Today's readings give us hope that even when we are doubtful, God has love and mercy for us. Today's readings from the Acts of the Apostles give us a perfect example of the kind of faith we should strive to achieve. People were excited. They all wanted blessings. The people brought the sick and the unclean spirits to the street so they might catch a piece of Peter's shadow. They believed that even that would help cure their ailments. The word faith means to have complete trust or confidence in someone. And what beautiful faith these people had. In today's responsorial psalm, we hear of God's mercy. And what does it say? That it will last forever. It's hard to remember that. It's hard to remember that. It can be easy to get caught up in life, because if we are being honest, none of our lives are perfect, and it can feel easy to feel like God has abandoned us. It's important to remember that God does not abandon us. The other day, I Googled Didymus fun facts. Don't judge me, I was bored. And one of the more fun facts I found was that Thomas is, the Hebrew word for Thomas, Father Jamie might be able to tell you a little better than I can how the word is said, but the Hebrew word for Thomas is twin, and the Greek word for Thomas is, the Greek word for Thomas is twin, or the Greek word, you know what I'm saying, twin. I'm a twin. It really made me think of times when I was upset. Times when I might have felt like Jesus, when God abandoned me. I know myself, some of us may have medical issues, some of us may struggle with substance issues. Me, myself, when I went through a heartache, I went through a breakup, it broke me. It broke me so bad. Broke me so much, I stopped going to church. But when I really thought about it, I stopped going to church because I was ashamed. I was ashamed of the decisions I was making. I was ashamed of the person that I had become. And it was because of that breakup. I had to go through that breakup. in order to meet somebody that I'm supposed to be with. I met that person. We ended up coming to Holy Family. And it was in that moment when I came to Holy Family that I discovered my faith. It was in that moment that, yeah, the story of me meeting my fiance is a cute story, but really for me the story is the love and the compassion that God showed me when I decided to come back to church. It's easy for us to lose faith when things aren't going our way, when things are taking too long. But what we have to remember is that God doesn't work on our time. God works in God's time. For so long, I wanted something that I didn't know what it was, but God knew what God wanted for me. So this week, I guess what I want us to try to do is find those people around us, your neighbors, the people you live with, your coworkers. Find the people that are struggling with doubt. Find the doubting Thomases in your lives. If you really look for them, you'll find them. Talk to them. Help them work through that. I thank God for my family here at Holy Family because I was able to work through that. God is present in me. God is present in you. God is present in all of us. So when you find that person, that doubting Thomas in your life, talk to them. When they're talking to you, they're talking to God. God's listening. I pray this week, brothers and sisters, that God continues to show us mercy, grace, and love forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. And I've had the opportunity to go around to some of our parishioners and share some time with them. And Stephen has gone with me and shared the Eucharist with our parishioners. And but we don't have to go further than our parishioners to find the healing power of God and to help us believe, because here among us, we have Leonard, who's survived cancer. We have Deacon Angelita, who's survived cancer. And probably many of you have your own stories about how God has made you a believer in the healing of your loved ones. So thank you, Stephen, for sharing your time with us. We ask God to continue to bless you, Stephen, and for your ordination day, and continue to prepare you, because you know that your family, your Holy Family, is behind you. So we appreciate all the work and effort that you put into the diaconate. So God bless you for that.